What you've just read is a pretty good attempt at doing the comparison of his skill error through to how he could improve that. But I gave you this so what breakdown the other day to follow religiously for your so what sections. What he does well is he identifies the error well, which is good. Okay, that's the first thing, and then the correct errors. Okay. Then he gives me a biomechanical explanation of the error. So what that means is how is that error going to impact on his ability, in this instance, to generate force, i.e. force summation. And it's important as well, because you need for minimum for merit, you need to then go on and say how that interrelates with other principles. In this case, I think we're all pretty familiar with, if I can't generate enough force, the force going into the ground is going to be less, therefore the ground reaction force is going to be less, i.e. Newton's third law, and therefore I'm going to accelerate less as I leave the ground, i.e. Newton's second law. That needs to be there. If you don't do that, that's not showing me interrelationships, and that restricts you to an achieved. Even if you do this beautiful task 2, which we're about to do now, which is your excellence task. Feed forward biomechanical application. All I want from that is what are you going to change anatomically? So it doesn't have to be really involved. All it can say is, well, what I would do is I'd feed forward to myself, or I'd tell myself next time I would flex my knees more and make sure I extend my shoulders more so my arms come up behind me. That's all I want. Then you make the link then, how's that going to improve the biomechanics? Then you go and you do the reverse. Well, that's going to then increase my range of motion of the extension I have of my hips and my knees. Therefore, I'm going to be able to generate more force into the ground. And then you go back into those interrelationships. Anybody lost? Cool. And the final thing is you go, and this will improve the overall outcome of the skill because, in this case, it will maximize my vertical height. Therefore, I will be able to increase or have a better angular release and a better height of release. Therefore, the ball is more likely to go sharper and be harder to return. Okay? Only identify one error, one major error. As soon as you start bringing in 2 or 3, what happens is you dilute it and you don't explain them very well. And even if you do explain them very well, you'll end up with about a 6-page comparison because it takes quite a bit. So identify one skill error. Okay? Is there any questions? Okay. As general feedback, you can stop it now. As general